Blazor Popup or context menus. A context menu is a small menu that pops up when you mouse over an element, in this case, a button, and then disappears when the user moves away from the element. In a nutshell, you want part of your HTML to appear on mouse over and then disappear when the mouse cursor moves away. To demonstrate this, we start with a standard Blazor server web app. You may be using a WebAssembly. It won't make much difference, right? So we added a new Razor component and turned it into a page called Submenu for our demo. In our case, because we're in a server app, we need to set the render mode to interactive server. Otherwise, the page won't respond to mouse over events. We then added a div element to encompass the button that will have a pop-up menu. When the user leaves this area, the on-mouse leave event is triggered and the hide submenu method is executed, which simply turns an isVisible variable state to false. Inside the div is our actual button element, which when the mouse is over will change the isVisible variable state to true. Then, of course, if the isVisible variable is true, a div is shown with the submenu items. If you have a more generic submenu in mind, you may consider replacing the unordered list with a Razor component. Here we defined a menu class for the other div and a submenu class for the menu items. We'll look at those in a moment. But just for convenience, we added a menu link to our new page in the navmenu.razor file. Onto the CSS. To keep things organized, we added a CSS folder in the www root folder. Then add a new CSS file into the folder. You can name it whatever your conventions are. Here we simply called it site.css. For the menu class, we make sure it has a relative position to its element. Then the submenu class we placed at an absolute distance from the button's top. Following that is just some simple styling for the unordered list and its list items. Lastly, in the app.razor file, which is the equivalent to the index.html file, we add a link to our new CSS style sheet. And that's that. Thank you for watching our video. For more tutorials on C#, hit subscribe and click the reminder. Give us a like so the video can be visible to more people.